Hello you guys, so today is going to be the first day of my Monocolor tournament. I do have the brackets right here for everybody. I'm going to leave a link to the brackets in the description box so you can go ahead and check out who you are battling. And before you go ahead and battle, please check to see if your name is spelled correctly, because you're gonna have to search your opponent on YouTube, send them a message, and then be like, hey, you're my opponent for Herbie Derby's Monocolor tournament, let's go battle. And you guys are responsible for scheduling a time to go play each other on PO and stuff like that. So be sure you do that and then message your opponent to make sure that you know what the hell's going on. If there is a problem, like your opponent's AFK or something like that, I do have a list of backup people. So if in a few days your opponent doesn't respond, give me a message and I'll go find a substitute for you. So make sure that you guys kind of be responsible for this and kind of keep track yourself. And also just going to quickly go over the rules, since a lot of people have been asking me about them. So let's go ahead and go over the rules once again really quickly. So the main rule that I want to emphasize is the fact that this is a mixed tier match. So you can only have a maximum of 2 OU, 2 UU, and 2 RU or NU Pokemon maximum. But if you don't want to use 2 OU and you want to have 1 OU and 3 UU instead, then you can go ahead and do that. If you can always have more Pokemon if you downgrade them, but you can't have more Pokemon if you upgrade them. You can't have 3 OU and 1 OU, but you can have 1 OU and 3 UU. And also people ask me about borderline stuff like that. I'm gonna have normal borderline be going to be the equivalent of OU, and borderline 2 is going to be UU, and etc. etc. And also, you should probably go by Smogon tiers, because I think Smogon tiers are a little bit don't change as much, and I don't really like PO tiers. And so just go ahead and go on Smogon if you want to check if a Pokemon is on a certain tier. You don't have to keep asking me, because I don't want to have to keep answering stuff. But yeah, so just go ahead and look it up if you are confused about which Pokemon's in a certain tier. Also, no weather. Remember that you're not allowed to use any weather, because weather is really boring and everyone's going to be using only 2 colors if I let weather in. So please, no weather. And also, do not turn on your Wi-Fi clause when you battle, since I want to make this interesting by not being able to see your opponent's team. So you're going to have to play around that and maybe do a little bit of research ahead of time. If you see what color your opponent is as you're battling, you can go ahead, maybe think if he's running purple, maybe he'll have a Gastrodon or something. So that's kind of the idea I had behind no Wi-Fi. So please don't turn on Wi-Fi when you battle. Also, if you need to check what color your Pokemon are, go ahead and use this Bulbapedia link in the description box. It has a list of all Pokemon organized by color, so you can check which color your Pokemon can be. Also, people have been asking me about weird exceptions to the color rule, like Gastrodon, because people weren't sure if Gastrodon would count as blue or purple or brown or whatever, because there's 2 different Gastrodon forms. Gastrodon is going to be purple. I'm going to say purple, since that's what most Gastrodons are. So you can't make up the excuse that you can put Gastrodon on your blue team or whatever, because it's Gastrodon-east or something. So no, Gastrodon's only purple. Also, all the Rotom forms, like Rotom Wash, Rotom Heat, Rotom Fan, are all going to be red. So don't think Rotom Wash is going to count as blue or anything like that. Shinies also don't count, so you can't make up the excuse oh, but I want to have a Charizard on my black team because shiny Charizard is black. No, you're not allowed to have any shinies. Just use whatever color it says on Bulbapedia. Don't try to squeeze around that rule. And also, people have been asking me whether or not they can change colors. And I'm going to say that you're not obligated to stick to one color throughout the entire tournament. I'm going to give you the option of switching up colors, and you can have multiple teams if you want. That actually probably isn't a bad idea, since if you get scouted out and your opponent decides to rat you out on what team you have, at least you have a backup plan and you have other teams to use, so you're not exactly fully vulnerable or anything like that. So I do recommend you have multiple color teams, since you may end up using them if something goes wrong, if you get scouted or something like that. So yeah, so please feel free to make multiple teams. I'm always available for battles if you need any practice with Monocolor. I do have a few teams ready for that, so you can always let me know if you want to battle, and I'll be up for that if you want to practice. So so the due dates are in 1 week, so 1 week exactly from today. I'm going to post the next week's brackets. So please get your battle done as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm just gonna flip a coin, which I really don't want to do. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So please contact your opponent if you haven't done so already, and that would be fantastic. And hopefully this will be a fun tournament. So I'm really excited to see you guys just make monocolor teams and battle it out. You can also feel free to send me the logs of your monocolor battles if you like. If they're really cool, I might decide to narrate them and put them on my channel as well. So please do consider that, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.